Today we're going to be taking a deep dive into the new Spectre Rising update on Black Ops 4. Welcome to another video from RJ McIntyre, the Scottish Gamer, and if you want to keep up to date with all things gaming related and see loads of in-game content, then make sure you hit that subscribe button and click on the bell. So today is all about the brand new Call of Duty Black Ops 4 update called Spectre Rising. On screen right now you are seeing the brand new trailer just released by Treyarch, and all things considered, this trailer has been my favourite so far this year. Of all the updates we've had so far this year, this update is by far the largest. Not only do we have brand new maps in the game, we also have new weapons, new characters, new class setups, and an update to Blackout as well. And in this video we're going to be covering off all of the above topics and even more detail in Blackout. So if you're a Blackout player, make sure you stick around until the very end, because I'm going to be taking you right round the new map with detail on the tour. So without further ado, we have 3 new maps coming into the game. These maps are available with the DLC map packs. These maps are really colourful with a lot of good graphics put in, and we also have the returning hero map WMD. If you're not familiar with WMD, this is a map from Black Ops 1. And this map's a personal favourite of mine. Not only is it a small map, but it also has lots of locations for sniping. It's good for running and gunning, and it's very good for tactical maps and gameplay such as Search and Destroy. And someone has blown up Hydro Dam. I mean, boom. Ultimately, that's flooded the entire Blackout map, destroyed cargo docks, destroyed bridges, and completely changed the whole layout of the map. And we're going to be taking a look at all these differences through both helicopter, eagle eye looks, and on the ground gameplay footage. We're going to make sure you understand the best places to land, how to get kills, and where the loot is now. Blackout had begun to get a little bit stale. The map hadn't significantly changed since launch. However, now the gameplay has changed entirely. It's made it more exciting, and I am personally so excited to get back into Blackout lobbies and get more kills. Now we have a brand new specialist in the game, as well as some new characters that we can play as. Now, zombie players, you've not been left out either. There's brand new characters that you can play out on the new zombie maps. We have the new weapons, we've got the new charms, the new camos, and everything's been updated significantly. And I think ultimately that has made a significant difference to the game, and it should reignite your passion, just like it has for me, to play Call of Duty Black Ops 4. Drop me a comment below and let me know if you're as excited as I am about playing WMD, the blast from the past, or if you're even more excited about the brand new Blackout. If you learn anything in this video, I'd really appreciate you hitting that like button for me. You can also follow me on Facebook on the page RJ McIntyre the Scottish Gamer, on Instagram RJ McIntyre the Scottish Gamer, or even on Twitter at RJ McIntyre G for loads more ways of how to improve your game and to keep up to date with all of the most recent gaming news. Once you log into your console after the update, you will be greeted by loads of new offers on screen. First of all, if you're a streamer and you log on to Twitch, you will actually be able to download some exclusive in-game content just for you. So it might actually be worthwhile setting up a Twitch account and linking it just to get the free exclusive content. There's a new game mode in the game for Blackout players called Ambush Squads. Now basically what this is it's standard Blackout, however there's a couple of new rules. There's only sniper rifles, shotguns and knives available in the game, just in case Blackout wasn't challenging enough for you. Now the home screen menu layout has been changed to give you quick access into your gestures and tags menu, making it even easier to customise your character. The brand new weapons such as the Tiger Shark are now on display in the gun rack, so you can have a look at those and check out what class setups you'd like to use with these new weapons. Looking into the black market, you'll find a phenomenal new range of camouflages, character setups, weapons, all available to purchase through COD points. So if you're not familiar with doing so, there's also the ability to unlock these items through using the tier setup. So I'm going to have a look through the tier setup now and show you on screen exactly what level you need to get to in order to unlock the things that you're looking forward to. Now, if you're not aware, the tier setup works through length of time played. So the more times you play the game and the longer your gaming sessions, the quicker you're going to level up and unlock these tiers. I think a few of my favourites that I'd like to highlight to you are the outfits on screen. I mean, this albino blood looks incredible. Silver bullet is a bit strange. And also there's a new Matrix themed gesture called Bending Reality. If you're like me and you were a fan of that trilogy, then make sure you get to the tier 20 to unlock that. You will see a video coming out soon with me using all sorts of taunts in gameplay. I mean, seriously, just look how cool this is. I mean, realistically, can you imagine doing this to someone in the middle of a Black Ops finale? I think that would be so funny, especially if you got the game-winning kill. Now, moving on from tier 20, we do have a new melee weapon. Now, I'm not 100% sure how it's pronounced, but the trailer looks sick. If you like to run about with a combat axe, or you like to run about with the knife, then make sure you check out that weapon, because I think that's going to be deadly. Moving on from that, we've got some new face paints and some war paint and some more outfits that you can unlock. So as we progress through the ranks, we're going to get cooler and cooler stuff, such as unlocking legendary reticles or even funnier gestures, and epic level outfits, such as hired gun that was showcased in the trailer. Now, the most exciting of all of these tiers has got to be level 50, the Tiger Shark weapon. Now I'm going to showcase to you now the trailer for Tiger Shark, because I think this gun is going to be utterly devastating. So let's have a look at the trailer now. Now the Tiger Shark is an LMG. LMGs are significantly increased magazine size and very, very high damage output. They're designed for maps such as WMD, Firing Range and Nuketown, where you're going to be facing a lot of enemies and you're not going to be able to reload on a frequent basis. Now let's take a look at the brand new Blackout map. First of all, you will see that Hydro Dam has been completely destroyed. Now it was destroyed via an explosion. Taking a look around, you will see that there's just rubble and carnage everywhere. The bridge in Hydro Dam has been destroyed. You can still get across the bridge by jumping and just making your way across like that. However, that's going to be extremely dangerous in gameplay if other teams are nearby, because you're just jumping around like a bit of a numpty and people are going to be able to take you out relatively easily. So make sure that if you are at Hydro Dam, you're crossing the bridge in a more effective way. At the top of Hydro Dam, the secret passageways have been uncovered because of the explosion. So now at the back of the room, we actually have entrances into staircases. These staircases actually take you up to the top of Hydro Dam, so it's yet another way to be able to get up and down Hydro Dam without being seen or discovered. The elevator and ladders in Hydro Dam are still 100% intact, meaning you can still make your way up and down Hydro Dam using that location. Now, let's take an aerial view of what's happened to the different locations around the map. So Hydro Dam Village is completely untouched. That's because it's actually behind Hydro Dam, and there's no way that any water would manage to destroy that village. And that goes the same with the offices and the locations that were behind Hydro Dam. Now, if we take an aerial view across the river from coming down from Hydro Dam towards cargo docks, you'll see that the main bridges are still entirely intact. So you can still make your way across from Turbine to Factory and train station and so on and so forth. However, as we move down towards Rivertown, you start to notice the main differences. So you start to see houses floating in the area, you start to see the small bridges being destroyed, and you start to get a feel for the carnage of this 100-foot wave crashing through the Blackout map. Now, with these bridges being destroyed, you can actually set up some really good kill traps just by setting down some mesh mines and watching for players running across those bridges, because they no longer can easily walk through or drive a vehicle. They'd actually have to swim through the water or be on foot, which makes it a lot easier to get those kills. So I would be seriously wary about dropping in this location from the beginning of the game, because you are going to be cut off from the other areas and you are ultimately going to have to get wet in order to get to other parts of the map. Now you'll see that Rivertown has been completely flooded, so where before we would have seen the barges sitting in the water, they've been swept away deep out into sea, no longer there for loot. So again, Rivertown is now reduced. If we make our way down to Lighthouse, surprisingly the lighthouse has been completely unaffected. You can get there both via truck, via helicopter and land there at the start of the map. However, it is down at Lighthouse you start to see just the amount of devastation caused. Cargo docks, the ship has been flipped on its side, all of the containers are now in the water. So my question was, is the loot that was there still available? So let's find out. So first of all, every single container that was on cargo docks and on the shipyard is still there. They've just been moved. They've been swept into the water, or they've been moved and flooded in the areas. The buildings have been destroyed. But let's have a look if the loot is still actually available for us as players. The answer is yes. Quite simply, you can still run about this area. There is still lots of room for you to jump about from container to container. You can swim underneath crates and find lots of loot lying about. Everything that you would have found on the cargo ship. So in my opinion, cargo docks is still one of the key drop locations in Blackout. However, you need to seriously reevaluate your tactics and your strategy when landing here, because you can no longer be silent. You can no longer land on the top of the cranes and shoot down onto the boat. You have to contend with players at a close range, and you have to loot quickly while underwater, which means it's not easy. Also, if you're running about in the shipyard, which is the only way I can describe this location, it is completely flooded with water, which means you cannot move silently. So if you're in this area with other squads or other players, you're going to make a racket. People are going to know you're coming from a mile away. So it's very difficult to be quite sneaky or quite strategic in this area. The other things I wanted to test was the crate drop location still here? And the simple answer is no. I don't know what happened. I don't know if the crates were swept out to sea with a giant wave and the current pulled them out, but underneath the voids, they're not there anymore. Now, another big difference to the map now since the flood is simply that Hijacked has moved. It has moved from this location here all the way to the top nearby construction site. Now, I don't know why this is. I don't know if the owners supposedly came and moved it to protect it from the flood before it happened. I don't know if that's related. There's a question for Treyarch. However, Hijacked is now moved completely to the other end of the map, but it is still completely intact. You can still land there, there's still plenty of loot available, and all things considered, it probably redefines the map in a new way. It seems to be completely unaffected, apart from the fact it's now squirting out some iron brew orange coloured filth into its water pits. Now, I don't know if this is supposed to do with the mud that was caused from landslides after a giant flood, or what the script is, but the map in general is still the same. However, Factory is flooded. Now, when I say flooded, I mean it is 80–90% underwater. Now, the ground floors are completely sodden wet. The walkway between the river and Factory is gone. A lot of the ground floor levels are just now wasteland. And unfortunately, like cargo docks in the shipyard, you're going to make an awful lot of noise if you're running around this location. As well as that, the bridges have now been destroyed, so you're going to have to swim if you want to cross back into the other side of the landmass. Thankfully, a lot of the vehicles that were available, such as the trucks and the quads, are still there, but the helicopter landing pit seems to have vanished. Now, I'm not sure if the guy's seen a giant wall of water coming towards him, jumped in his helicopter and just got out of there, or what the script is, but the helicopter is no longer sitting on the helipad. So if you're landing there looking for a chopper, don't bother. Now there's still plenty of cover, plenty of high ground and plenty of loot lying about, so it's still a worthwhile drop location, just not my personal choice. Turbine seems to have been expanded. Now what I mean by this is the actual turbines themselves seem to have grown. I don't know if it's like a weed or something, but there just seems to be far more of them than there ever was in the past, ranging right up in the hills in the distance outside of the map. Cosmetically this makes a difference, apart from that not much else. Now everywhere you go in the map now, you just find these random containers everywhere. Now I'm not so sure if this is supposed to be flooded from cargo docks or not, or if this is just other locations that have been swept out from sea with the tidal wave that's came in. But ultimately, places such as Nuketown just haven't been affected. They're just the same little empty zombie villages they've always been. Now some people love this location, I personally don't. Moving on from that, we've got Array. Now, Array being on the high ground at the right hand side of Hydro Dam just hasn't been affected whatsoever. No damage, no water, ready for you to carry on. And that goes to the same as the Chalets, or 8 houses, 6 houses in the past before the previous update, but that's been unaffected as well. And finally we move into construction site. Now construction site once again has not been touched. It's completely uncovered in water apart from the beach. The beach seems to have a lot more water in it, which has flooded the actual sand area and the buildings that were on the beach. Thanks so much for watching till the end of this video. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on the bell so you don't miss any of the future updates to Call of Duty Black Ops 4. Remember to leave me a comment below and let me know which you're more excited about, Blackout or WMD, the blast from the past. If you learned anything, make sure you hit that like button and share this with the rest of your team. Thanks so much for watching. Until next time, happy gaming. Hang on, wait. Before you go anywhere, you might also enjoy these videos as well. Until next time, happy gaming.